That's gonna be a good video, man. I got my top 15 running backs of all time for y'all, man. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do top 15 receivers. I did top 25 quarterback videos. Go check that one out. I did top 10 in the NBA at each position right now. And I did the top 50 greatest players of all time. So this is gonna be my last time ranking somebody in a long, long time. Because there's no need to rank no more because the season ain't started yet. Everything. So ain't nothing gonna change much. I think with the receiver stuff might change with the Antonio Browns and the Fitzgerald still playing. But yeah, the 15th best running back ever to me is Curtis Martin. The 15th best running back is Curtis Martin. This is the 4-yard. He only averaged 4 yards a carry. Everybody else averaged at least 4.2 or 4.3. But he made it for Pro Bowl 5 times. He made one first team All Pro once, and then he was Offensive Rookie of the Year in '95. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He had 10 1,000-yard seasons though. His highest was 1,697. He had 14,101 yards, 90 touchdowns, 83.9 yards per game. Yeah, 5-time Pro Bowler, 1-time first team All Pro. Curtis Martin with the Jets. Y'all remember Curtis Martin. I had to put him in the top 15. Number 14, I got Franco Harris with that steel curtain. They had steel curtain defense. Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swan. I forgot the other receiver name. He made 9 Pro Bowls, 1-time, first team All Pro once. He won the Super Bowl 4 times. He won AP Rookie of the Year, the Offensive Rookie of the Year, 72. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1,000-yard seasons. He had 91 touchdowns, 70.1 yards per game. Didn't see him play, but much props to him. He's a Hall of Famer too. Number 13, I got Tony Dorsett. Tony Dorsett is number 13. He made 4 Pro Bowls, 1-time All Pro, 1-time Super Bowl champ, and then I think he had a good team around him most of his career. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year once. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He had 8 1,000-yard seasons, 77 touchdowns, and then that's it. 77 touchdowns, and then 4.3 yards a carry, and then 73.6 yards per game. Number 12 is going to surprise people. I got Chris Johnson. You heard the guys made Curtis Martin, Franco Harris, and Tony Dorsett only made first team All Pro once, and so did Chris Johnson. He was the best running back for the whole year. Hey JJ, you got me recording something.
Huh?
I'm recording.
I want to record.
Just come back in a minute, okay? Chris Johnson had 9,651 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. So he had more yards per carry than Franco, Curtis Martin, and Tony Dorsett. 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All Pro first team, and then AP. And a lot of those first team probably was Adrian Peterson too. 2009 AP Rookie Offensive Player of the Year in 2009. So that boy is a beast, man. Favorite running backs? I think Adrian Peterson, my favorite running back that I've seen, and then Chris Johnson probably second, bro. Like Chris Johnson is a beast. Yeah, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1,000-yard seasons. 55 touchdowns, 74.2 yards per game. So it's basically similar to the other guys ahead of him. I mean, that he's ahead of. Number 11, I got Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen played from 82 to 97. He made 6 Pro Bowls, 2-time first team All Pro. So he made more than the 3 guys ahead of him. And 3 guys he ahead of. So the 4 guys, I'm sorry. Chris Johnson at 12, Tony Dorsett at 13, Franco Harris at 14, Curtis Martin at 15. They all made first team All Pro once. Marcus Allen did it twice. 6-time Pro Bowler, and he won a league MVP. None of those guys won MVP. So it's just kind of that's how I did it. I broke it down in 3 tiers. Tier 3 is the 11 through 15. That don't mean it's tier 3 running back. I'm just saying the way I did it. Tier 2, 6 through 10, and then tier 1 is 1 through 5. And I'm big on yards per carry. He had 4.1 yards per carry. He won a Super Bowl once. AP Rookie of the Year. No, he won Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year in 82, and then Offensive Player of the Year in 85. Well, he only had 3 1,000-yard seasons though. 1,014, 1,000. 168 and 1,759. He did win a Super Bowl MVP. In the playoffs, he averaging 84.2 yards per game, one of the best playoff running backs ever. He had 11 touchdowns in the playoffs in 16 games. So I had to put him on there because of what he did in the playoffs too. Number 10, I got Marshall Faulk. It's just that his I know they did throw the ball a lot, so I got to think about with that because he had one season we had 1,000 yards receiving, but he made three first team All Pros, so he made more than everybody that I named before. 7-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Super Bowl champ, 1-time league MVP, so he won MVP too. He won Offensive Player of the Year. Wow, he won Offensive Player of the Year in 99, 2000, and 2001. So 3-time Offensive Player of the Year. He won Offensive Rookie of the Year in 94 with Peyton Manning. So that greatest show on turf, 99, 2000, 2001, it seemed like Marshall Faulk was the main reason why. He had 7 1,000-yard seasons. He had 100 touchdowns even, 69.8 yards per game. And some of the yards per game could be don't tell the whole story because some guys played when they was older, but you guys seen these guys play. I seen Marshall Faulk play. How many? Let me see. Receiving, he had 6,875 receiving yards too. So in 2099, he had 1,381 yards, and then 1,047 yards. This the 9 guys ahead of him. I think they're just better rushers. Because his highest was 1,381. So he didn't have like a even Chris Johnson best seasons was better than Marshall Faulk, but Faulk just did it. He did it longer, and I forgot. They were showing surf. They had Isaac Bruce and Torrey Hunt. They had 2 basically Hall of Fame receivers though, basically. So they did throw the ball a lot. And he got a lot of receiving yards. And then number 9, I got Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell's number 9. 5-time Pro Bowler, 3-time first team All Pro, just like Marshall Faulk. He won league MVP just like Marshall Faulk at number 10, and Marcus Allen at number 11. He won Offensive Player of the Year. And 78, 79, and 83 years in a row, just like Marshall Faulk. See how similar they are? They both won 3 Offensive Player of the Years, all back-to-back. They both won the league MVP. They both won 3-time first-team All-Pro. So I basically did a lot of research into this and looked at lists, and I did all that. But 5-time Pro Bowler to Marshall Faulk 6, 1-time MVP. He had 1, 2, 3. Just the difference. His prime was better because he had 1,450 yards the first year, 1,697 the second year, then 1,934. His first 3 years in the league, he led the league in rushing. And then he went down to 1,376, and then 538, then 1,301. His career was over. His career was just too short for me to put him past number 9. But he had 74 touchdowns and then 9,407 yards, 81.8 per game. Led the league in rushing 3 times and yards per game 3 times, of course, same season. 5 1,000-yard seasons. That kind of hurt him a little bit. Like 5 1,000-yard seasons. The other guys I have to hit him are just like you'll see. I'll try to get to him. Number 7, I got number 8, I got LT, a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's a 3-time first team All Pro, just like Earl Campbell and Marshall Faulk. So I got them all bunched in. League MVP, just like Earl Campbell and Marshall Faulk, number 9 and 10. He won Offensive Player of the Year once though, instead of 3 times like Faulk. But I just think he's a better pure running back than him. He had 4,772 receiving yards. Marshall Faulk had 6,000. It was like 2,000 more though. But rushing, his prime was just better. He had a season where he had 1,815 yards with 28 touchdowns. He led the league in touchdowns 3 times, rushing yards twice, yards per game once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He had 8 1,000-yard seasons, 13,684. He's a Hall of Famer. LT yards per carry 4.3. I'm gonna get to yards per carry when I get to like the top 5. Number 7, I got OJ Simpson, 7th best running back ever. He won league MVP, just like he's at 7. LT number 8, Campbell number 9, and Faulk number 10. They all won the league MVP and made 3 first team All Pros. He made 5 first team All Pros, so he made 2 more pros to all teams, 2 more All Pro teams than Faulk, Campbell, and LT. He won Offensive Player of the Year in 73. So he got 1 Offensive Player of the Year, 5-time first team All Pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, 1-time MVP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. He got 5 1,000-yard seasons. That hurt him too from being. Well, anyway, the top 6 is obvious. 1, 2, 3. He had a 2,000-yard season and 1,800 At least his prime was a little better than LT's, just a little bit. LT did good, but he had 2,000. He had over 1,800 yards twice, over 1,500 yards 3 times. Yeah, so OJ Simpson, man, and he averaged 4.7 yards a carry to LT 4.3. That was a difference too. And they both got 1 MVP and 1 Offensive Player of the Year. And he made 2 more first-team All-Pros than LT. So this gonna surprise me. Number 6, I got Emmitt Smith. I think he's an 8-time Pro Bowler, Hall of Famer, 4-time first-team All-Pro. See, OJ made more first-team All-Pros. A league MVP. He got 1 league MVP, 3-time Super Bowl champ. He won Rookie of the Year in 1990. Offensive Rookie of the Year, 1990. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. His prime was like 1,400 to 1,700 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He had 11 1,000-yard seasons, 164 touchdowns, 81.2 yards per game. Yards per carry, 4.2. That kind of hurt him a little bit. But Emmitt Smith is a beast. He got the most rushing yards in NFL history with 18,355. And then I would get into the top 5. At number 5, I got I hate to do it, but watch her Peyton Sweetness, man. 9-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 1-time Super Bowl champ. He won the league MVP. 77 Walter Payton Award. He won his own award. 1977 Offensive Player of the Year. So he won one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 1,000-yard seasons. He led the league in rushing 4 times. Led the lead in rush attempts 4 times, carries. He led the lead in rushing 1 time with 1,852. I think that's the MVP year. And he led the lead in touchdowns with 14 once. 110 touchdowns, 88 yards per game, 4.4 yards a carry. Not bad. That's definitely good. But you got guys like Brown and Barry Sanders averaging 5 and 5+. Eric Dickerson, I think we'll see. I'll show y'all. Adrian Peterson is number 4. He basically did the same thing Walter Payton did. 7-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro, 1-time MVP, Offensive Player of the Year once, Offensive Rookie of the Year once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1,000-yard season. No, 8, because he had one with the Redskins in 2018 at age 33. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got 8 1,000-yard seasons, and he missed 2 seasons in his prime. He missed his in 2011 he only played 12 games. 2014 he only played 1 game, and he played 3 games in 2000. So he basically missed his 31-year-old year, in his 29-year-old year. So even if you 1,300 apiece, that's a 2,600 yards added to. So he could be at 16,000 something instead of 14,000 something. AP towards ACL in game number 13 in 2011, and he came back in 2012 with 2,097 yards. Just for me, just athleticism, man. Like he led the lead in rushing 3 times, touchdowns twice. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards per game 4 times. Like I said, 111 touchdowns, 14,216 yards, 86.7 yards per game. He had 4.7 yards a carry, just like OJ Simpson, but he did it longer than OJ did. OJ just as good though, but AP just that athletic guy, man. Number 3, I got Eric Dickerson. I had to pick Dickerson over AP. AP my favorite running back ever, but I couldn't be biased. 6-time Pro Bowler. He didn't win the league MVP, but he made 5 first-team All-Pros. He won Rookie of the Year offense and then Offensive Player of the Year once. And his first year, he put up 1,800 yards. Second year, 2,105. And then he had a 1,821 yard season and a 1,659 yard season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He had 7 1,000-yard seasons. He led the lead in rushes 3 times. Led the lead in yards 4 times. Led the lead in touchdowns once. Led the lead in yards per game 5 times. 90.8. 13,259 yards. 90 touchdowns. Hey, nephew. Yeah, that was my nephew. Anyway, okay, I get it. Yeah. The number 2, I got Barry Sanders. He he dominated, but not just not as much as Jim Brown did to me. But he's a 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time first-team All-Pro. He won league MVP once, offensive rookie once, offensive player of the year twice in 94, 97. 94 he had 1,883 yards, led the league in rushing, and then 97 he had 2,000 yards. And Barry was a beast, bro. Barry played 10 seasons and had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All 10 seasons he had over 1,000 yards, 15,269 yards total, 99 touchdowns, 99.8 yards per game. That's the most I've seen out of the 10 guys, 9 guys, 8 guys I named before him. Barry, it's just sometimes the playoffs though he kind of slipped a little bit, but the offensive line, man, got exposed. 5 yards a carry. That's the most out of the top 15 list I had. The second most, and that's why this guy's number 1 to me. And it's Jim Brown. He got a debate for the best football player ever too. It's between him, Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor. I think Prime in there, but general consensus, the top 5 football players ever. A lot of people have Jim Brown, Tom Brady, Jerry Rice, Lawrence Taylor. I'll probably put Peyton Manning. That's probably my 5, but Jim Brown, the Hall of Famer, 9-time Pro Bowler. He only played 9 seasons. He played 9 seasons and made 8 first-team All-Pros. He won an NFL championship. He won no Super Bowls back then. He won 3 league MVPs. Like, he just outdid everybody, man. I think out of everybody, the highest was 1 MVP, right? Even AP only won 1 MVP. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He led the lead in rushing 8 out of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He played 9 seasons, and he was only playing 12 games, 12 to 14 games a year. He only played 9 seasons, and 7 of those he had 1,000 yards. And he led the lead in rushing 8 times. Led the lead in rushing carries 6 times. Led the lead in touchdowns 5 times. Led the lead in yards per carry twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He led the lead in yards per game 8 times. 3 MVPs and 8 first-team All-Pros, an NFL championship, 9-time Pro Bowler, and he averaged 5.2 yards a carry to Barry 5, 12,312 yards, but they played less games. Playoffs, he got how many touchdowns? So he only got 1 touchdown in the playoffs, but they only played 4 games though. You know why they only played 4 games? Because I think they played the regular season. I think they just did the 2 best teams go to the championship, like no playoffs or nothing. I think that's how they did it. But yeah, the top 15 running backs of all time, man, under 20 minutes. Number 15, Curtis Martin. Number 14, Franco Harris. 13, Tony Dorsett. 12, Chris Johnson. 11, Marcus Allen. Number 10, I got Marshall Faulk. Number 9, Earl Campbell. 8, LaDainian Tomlinson. 7, O.J. Simpson. 6, Emmitt Smith. 5, Walter Payton. 4, Adrian Peterson. 3, Eric Dickerson. Then number 2, Barry Sanders. Number 1, I got Jim Brown. That's the top 15 running backs of all time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.